My name is Hayden Bradfield, and I'll be walking you through DroneDeploy's entry into the 2023 Robotic Fitness Challenge, hosted by SPRINT Robotics, which was held at the Brazos Sports College in Lake Jackson, Texas. The Ground Robotics Operator Round evaluation for the Robotics Challenge saw teams provided with a list of assets spread across the Brazos Sports facility. Inspections items around each of these assets varied, and competitors were expected to acquire a range of inspection media types from high-resolution imagery, thermal images, and video and audio recordings. The teams were expected to perform some machine learning and either autonomously analyze a gauge or identify an object like a fire extinguisher. A secondary mission was also introduced into the demonstration, where the robot was expected to return to 2 points of interest to collect inspection media to monitor a simulated liquid leak over time. These mission objectives were only provided to the team a short time prior to the event and only 6 hours on the first day to set up the solution, with the intention of simulating a practical deployment on an industrial site. The DroneDeploy objectives for this challenge was to demonstrate our advanced robotic capabilities and, regardless of the robot being used, show how DroneDeploy can execute both drone and ground robotic automated missions in the DroneDeploy unified platform. So let's meet the DroneDeploy team on the ground. Richard Senior, the DroneDeploy Ground Robotics Engineering Manager. Flynn Letford, a Senior Mechatronics Engineer here at DroneDeploy. Ethan Leonard, our Drone Pilot and Solutions Engineer. And myself, Hayden Bradfield, Product Specialist and Team Lead for this challenge. Our robot of choice for the purpose of this demonstration was Spot from Boston Dynamics. Equipped with a core and EAP for computation and navigation, the CAM plus IR payload for visual and thermal inspections, the FLIR Move C360 for live gas monitoring and heat mapping, and the Insta360 for DroneDeploy panoramic images and walkthroughs. We started off preparations with a comprehensive reality capture of the areas that were to be inspected. We used both the DJI Mavic 3 Enterprise with RTK corrections and the Skydio S2 Plus drone for aerial photogrammetry and inspections. We equipped our Boston Dynamics Spot robot with the Leica BLK Arc mobile mapper to generate a ground-based visual twin for our robot to operate in. For connectivity between the robot and the DroneDeploy cloud-based robotics platform, we used a 5G-enabled router connected to the robot, which provided us with a high-speed, low-latency connection, all in the time it took for us to plug in the router to the robot. An advanced feature of the DroneDeploy robotics platform meant we were able to use the high-accuracy RTK drone map as a base control to correctly anchor the robot's operational map, demonstrating the power of a unified platform where both drones and robots operate in a common reference frame. This resulted in the robot understanding in a global sense where it was at all times, allowing any inspection media collected to be accurately positioned within the drone map on the DroneDeploy platform. When it came time to demonstrate to the judges, the teams had only a 3-hour window to complete all the objectives and demonstrate their capabilities. The team was split into two: a remote team to assess the capabilities of the remote platform, and an on-site judging team to assess the mission execution. We started our demonstration with a physical permit with our robot's operational intentions, which the judges had to sign off. Before any autonomous missions took place, the judges received a phone call notification directly from the robot informing them that the mission was about to take place.
Automated notification. SPRINT Robotic Fitness Challenge. Spot mission starting in 2 minutes.
The inspection data that was collected during the operator round was immediately pushed into DroneDeploy with the correct location for near real-time reporting and monitoring in the DroneDeploy interface. In the cases where analog gauges needed to be read, our in-house machine learning autonomously generated annotations with the gauge value in DroneDeploy, with the supporting reports readily available for export and sharing. With our 8-gas FLIR C360 gas monitoring setup and our advanced geolocation functionality, we were able to record gas measurements across the site, which were visualized in DroneDeploy in the form of a heat map of the varying gas concentrations. After the demonstration, the teams were expected to supply the judges with reporting within a 30-minute window. With the native reporting functionality in DroneDeploy, we were easily able to achieve this but we purposefully demonstrated the value of having near real-time publishing of inspection data into a visual twin of the facility, which allows teams across the world to have access to the important inspection data in the DroneDeploy platform. Overall, we consider our participation in the challenge a success. We were able to demonstrate the value of using a holistic solution for both drone and ground autonomous missions to collect vital inspection data, all from a unified platform. We are incredibly grateful and proud to have participated in the 2023 SPRINT Robotics Fitness Challenge.